Okay, so what I'm going to do in this is just take you through the practice constructions for special quadrilaterals. So what we have here is a rhombus with a 60-degree angle. So what we're going to do is use our construction of an equilateral triangle in order to do this. And so what I'm going to do is start with any length of a side of an equilateral triangle, and I'm just going to mark off some vertices or endpoints, and then what I need is to construct an equilateral triangle. And in order to get an equilateral triangle, which will give us our 60-degree angle, what I'm going to do is ensure that I have got the correct length side, and then all I need to do is rotate to the one side and draw an arc. I'm going to rotate around and do the same thing on the opposite side, and then I'm going to move to the opposite vertex and repeat the same process. Okay, and by doing that, essentially what I've got is, if I take the vertex over here to that point over there, I will have constructed a side of the same length as the first side. Likewise, the third side, and I now have a triangle with all three sides equal. The equal sides guarantee me equal angles, and I have a 60-degree angle. And then I went ahead and constructed the other side as well, because what I'm able to do at this point is to simply complete the equilateral triangle on the other side, and what that results in is a rhombus, because all four of the lengths are congruent, which is our rhombus with our 60-degree vertex angle. Okay, then what I'm going to do is come down, construct a rectangle that has diagonals intersecting at 45 degrees. So let me just reset. Where are we? Close. Let's just start that again. Okay. Okay, so what I need to do is, what we know about the diagonals of a rectangle is that they're of an equal length, and in order to get a 45-degree angle, essentially what we're going to do is bisect a 90-degree angle. And so what I'll do is I'll start by constructing a 90-degree angle, and so again I'm going to choose a random length, and again I will mark off endpoints. What I will do is perpendicularly bisect this segment to begin with to give me my 90-degree angle. So I'll go over halfway, rotate round, and we'll do the football construction. So do that, and then same from the opposite vertex. Okay, and then if I go from the endpoints of the football, just realign that one over there. Then what I've managed to do so far is to construct a 90-degree angle. So at this point, really what I need to do is bisect that angle over there. And so to bisect the angle, I'll start by going to the vertex of the angle. And let me change colors here. Rotate round and just close that up a little bit. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I need to bisect that angle to get my 45-degree angle. So I'm going to do an arc that intersects both sides of the angle. I'll then move to one of those intersection points, and what I need to do at this stage is to draw another arc in the interior of the angle, repeat that process from the opposite point of intersection, and then if I now go from the vertex of the angle to the point of intersection of my arc, I will have created a 45-degree angle. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is take a segment and go through just like that. Okay, and then essentially what I've guaranteed here is I have a 45-degree angle inside here. And so we have diagonals intersecting at 45 degrees. And essentially now what I can do is the diagonals that are intersecting at 45 degrees are this diagonal over here and this diagonal over here. And so essentially what I need to guarantee now, the final piece of this, is to ensure that those diagonals are of equal length. And the easiest way to guarantee that those are of equal length is I will treat the intersection point as a circle center. And I'm just going to go all the way around in a circle. And let me close that off. And if I do that in a circle, then what I guarantee is that those are the 4 vertices of my rectangle. Those are congruent diagonals intersecting each other at 45 degrees, and all I need to do at this point is close out my rectangle. And so let me see if I can just change colors here. So what I want to do is just try and go over that line if I can. And that should give me a rectangle with diagonals bisecting at a 45-degree angle. Okay, and then the last would be to construct a square, which is going to use AB as a diagonal. And so what we need for this is to construct the perpendicular bisector, because the diagonals of a square bisect each other and intersect at 90 degrees, just like a rhombus. And in addition, they are of equal length. And so this is one of the easier of the constructions. We'll start off with our football construction, which is going to allow me to perpendicularly bisect. And once I've perpendicularly bisected, then what I need to do with the is to ensure that the diagonals are of equal length. So I'll just line that up. It's not lining up very nicely. Okay, and we'll just extend the ruler out that way and draw ourselves a nice long diagonal. Close that out, and now what we need to just ensure is that the diagonals are going to be of equal length. And so I'll measure out the diagonal piece. So that's going to be the distance from the vertex to the point of intersection, and that should be the same. And so we'll just rotate that around and mark off where that should be. Once again, rotate round and mark off, and that should guarantee that the 4 pieces of the diagonals are congruent. And so we'll just close that out by joining the vertices. And our last side, and that should give us a square that has used AB as a diagonal. Okay, and that is the end of the practice constructions.